Hi, happy Friday. I have a buddy here. My special guest for my Friday Intuition video is Miss Pugga. She may see somebody walk by the door and you'll see her go from 0 to 60, full on attack mode, but we'll see. Hey Ilsa, okay, this was really clear to me as I practice a morning routine. I'm going to talk about morning routine, and I'm going to talk about having a vision of the future. So a couple weeks ago, we went to our summit that we do. It's Tom Ferry. He's our business coach, and a big piece of that was how we envision our future. And so are we bringing our past into the future? I was talking a lot about that, how we do have to unpack and release our past, but like having a real clear vision of the future. And I really have been thinking about this and how that is a practice that I actually really have to work on, because it's not something I grew up with. It's not something that I normally have thought about. Now I'm a big dreamer. I love dreaming. I was always a dreamer as a kid. I love wishes. But really having a clear vision of the future. So I saw a couple things. I saw a video today that I really, really liked. And I did something last night that kind of brought this around to more clarity for me. And then this on Monday was what I was going to focus on for the week. So first of all, I do have a morning routine, and I have heard for years now from anybody that is right now a business coach or anyone who's successful, they have a morning routine. And it's not a morning routine of necessarily being on your phone, checking your emails. It's a self-care morning routine. So one of the first thing I do when I get up, I always feed my puppy and my cats. That's my first thing. But I meditate. So right now, my first thing is a 15-minute meditation. Sometimes I do a guided. Sometimes lately it's been nice in the morning. I literally get up with the sun. I just happen to wake up at that time. I sit outside. I set my clock for 15 minutes. I close my eyes. I breathe and I meditate for 15 minutes. After that, then I do some writing. If I've had any dreams, I might write them, but I also want to do some focus on the vision of the future. Now, for me, I'm a big thinker. I like to think in big pieces, and that can get overwhelming for me if I am trying to look into the future. So I consciously only today wanted to focus on my vision for today and some of the pieces that I wanted to focus on, like good health. So I went to dance. I'm eating, and so I'll write some of these visions down for the day, having vegetables with every meal. Doing something that I know is going to bring me good health. That's just an example. But what's exciting, last night, I went to a new moon yoga meditation that two friends of mine put on. I think they're calling it the Loose Arrow Collective. They're doing these once a month in La Jolla. And I went, and at the end of it, they gave us this little book. It was so cute. I thought this was so adorable. It was my favorite part. It was a little wish book for the month. And after our meditation and yoga, they had us write down our wishes. Now, it was really interesting how I got a little I noticed that I get a little bit scared to want to wish for stuff. So I just wanted to go, okay, we're just going to start writing things down that really are comfortable. So I wish for an abundant month filled with time for creativity. Okay, that feels okay, I can do that. So I wrote that down, and then it really made me think that in my morning routine to really look at those wishes every morning, and how can I actually put into small action those wishes each day. Now, how does this have anything to do with intuition? Well, my intuition is nudging me to have those wishes. And if I'm not following them or listening to them or listening to what my intuition is leading me to, then I start to get kind of locked up, tense. The best way to describe it is trying to swim upstream in a river as opposed to letting go and flowing downstream. When I am following my intuition, I am flowing downstream. And let me tell you, I don't believe right now we live in a world that necessarily in the news and out there that encourages it. Fear is a big part of our world right now, so stepping back away from that is super important. So then this morning, I had a busy day. That's why my intuition video is going on today, this afternoon. After my morning routine, that's like my morning routine. Then I get ready and I go. If I can go to a yoga or go to dance, that's great. Sometimes I have appointments, but that is my routine. I wake up, I meditate, I write. And that is how I get into alignment so I can listen. Now, I also talked about trying to be conscious in every transition of my day. I had a lot of transitions today. So I was really conscious. Oh, I'm transitioning. Okay, let's focus on what's going on. Where am I transitioning to? Just like bringing myself back into consciousness and alignment. So I went to dance, went to the store, like had stuff, lots of emails, lots of calls, like an appointment, back to the office. I mean, it was just kind of, but each time I would try to align. And I'd also, the other key part is to check in with my feelings, because as I'm seeing myself getting like, if I don't do that check-in and transition, I tend to start carrying around with me whatever happened from that previous situation. So I might be able to just go let something go. Or sometimes I do write about stuff if I've carried something through the day and I wake up the next morning on meditation, I will write about it to dump it out on the pages. So my suggestion, again, is meditation for 15 minutes. You don't need anything. You just need a timer. I would get a notebook, have something that you can write in every morning. And then, see what happens. Do that for 10 days. Now, I also am starting to implement this action of these wishes. This was something I just learned about on this video today that I really liked. I love doing vision boards. I'm doing that with my Artist Way group on Monday. And you can have all these visions for the future, but then there can be so big we don't take any action on them. So if I have a big dream, a big vision for myself, I can break that down into little 15-minute increments for the day. So, for example, I'll use my songs for an example. I have a bunch of songs that I've written and produced that are out there, and the goal and the dream has been, and this has happened already before, where I have a song get placed in a movie or TV show. So I've had 3 songs placed, actually 4 songs now placed in either an independent film or a movie. And so I want more of that so that more people can hear my songs. So instead of like looking at this big, huge like mountain, that is what it feels like, is to break it down and be able to I have a list of music directors to reach out to. So maybe I'm going to look at those music directors and how many would fit the music that I've written, and send them emails for 15 minutes a day. Like that's like it, and be done with it. So that is like listening to intuition and then taking action into your intuition for Friday. So hopefully you guys will get a morning routine. Hopefully you will start having a vision for your future as well. And mine is not necessarily like this, it's a day-to-day vision. Sometimes it changes. But hope you have a good weekend. I'll be back on Monday, and I am going to post this video that I watched today. I don't even know who it was, but she had some really good points on what you can do for a morning routine and how to break down some of these ideas of dreams that we have so that they can be reachable. Anyways, have a good weekend. Look for the link. I'm on YouTube too if you want to see any past videos, and have a good weekend. Bye.